Monomoy Girl digs down deep, and she was dazzling in the Oaks.
This year's Kentucky Oaks win with Monomoy Girl was an emotional one for trainer Brad Cox.
I'm happy for the people around me. At the end of the day, I feel like, I just want to make people proud of what we do, and it's an amazing race to win.
It was a win that meant everything for a trainer who just a few years ago was left with almost nothing when a major ownership group stripped him of his stable of over 40 horses down to only 2.
I felt bad for my kids. They were used to coming to the barn, looking down, seeing a barn full of horses, and then they show up maybe at feed time a couple days later, and it's like, what happened? So it was a knock more so that way than it was any other way. It was just I didn't want to let them down, and I felt like I had.
One step at a time, Cox began rebuilding his stable, starting with hard work and a strategic approach.
We're determined to build back and set short goals, a goal to pick up a horse a week. And I think I looked up 2 or 3 months later, and it kind of worked out that way. We were able to pick up horses and continue to win some races along the way, and it worked out really well.
With increasing success year after year, Cox has now reached the pinnacle of the horse racing world with a filly any trainer would love to saddle.
She's taught us a lot. She's obviously the best horse we've ever had in our barn, and she does things different. Just everything's a little bit easier to her. She's got a little bit of an attitude to her for sure, and I think that comes with a lot of good fillies. They tend to be a little tough to deal with at times.
Monomoy Girl, home on top of the acorn.
For all the success and joy that comes from having a horse like Monomoy Girl, Cox says it's the hard times that really motivate him.
I'm driven from the fear of failure, and I think that comes from having a barn full of horses and having most of them ripped away from you or taken away from you. That's a pretty gutless feeling. I'm proud of what our team's accomplished, but not content. No, by no means. Our goal is to try to develop or acquire graded stake horses and win those type of races, and those are the races we're looking to win. Breeders' Cup Day, Kentucky Derby, Oaks Day, stuff like that. Being on the big stage, it's what I feel like is what we're wanting to accomplish.